Hello, good evening. How are you? My name is Pastor St. Kevin Obaz. I just cut out some little time tonight to share a few thoughts with you, all right? And I hope it blesses you. I'm actually speaking mostly to the sisters, and I've realized that majority of sisters made a lot of mistakes. Some they can correct, while some they just can't correct it, and it's affecting them on a daily basis. I'm talking about some cautions you need to some things you need to be very cautious about. You need to be careful about, okay? The Bible speaking in Proverbs 14 verses 12, sorry. It says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is destruction. Also, if you read Proverbs 16 verse 25, it's also saying the same thing. Verbatim, one word for word. If God is repeating one thing the same time, and repeating one thing over and again, it means a lot, okay? You need to be careful of the following things, okay? There are some things that look alike, but they are not the same, okay? If a guy is giving you attention as a lady, it doesn't mean that he loves you. It may not be love. Mark my words, it may not be love. It could be love, but it may not be love. Also, cause of care. And cause of care, that the guy calls you morning till the evening, it might not mean that it really loves you, okay? So it's not an indication that that guy loves you. By now, every young lady should know that sex is not love. The guy can sleep with you from now till the evening. It doesn't mean he loves you, okay? Because sometimes you young girls, you always tell yourself, no, that guy, if the guy knows me for one day, say if he die, yes, but you have to know that these things might not be love. And also attraction, eye contact, that you said somewhere and the guy kept looking at you and all that. And whether in church, whether in parties, whatever, wherever, maybe in a bus, you're going somewhere in a vehicle, it may not be love. Do you understand? It might just be one of those signs of lust. You know, the difference between the difference between love and lust is a thin line. Do you understand? So if you see salt and sugar, they look alike, but they don't taste the same. Also, acid and water, they look alike, but if somebody pour water on you and pour acid on you, you know the effect will be different. And because the line is very thin, it's almost invincible, you might not know when you are walking into a problem already. The problem is that majority of young girls don't have who advise them. Once they go into a relationship, they don't want to hear anything. They don't want to take advice. So they learn from their own mistakes. And let me tell you, how long are you going to live on this earth to learn from your own mistakes? There are persons who have learned some things ahead of time, and they can help you shape on your life with their own life, from their own mistakes, so that you don't repeat mistakes. You don't have all the time for that. All right, so you need to know that some of these things may not be love, okay? That the guy gives you attention, it might not mean that he really loves you. It might not mean that he really loves you. So how do you know that he really loves you? How do you know what is then love? Because somebody will say, what is not love now? If person they give me attention, person they call me from morning to day, not missing all those girls who they break their heart, go ask them. They not called them before. They call them. You can see the guy calling. When the guy sperm count is full, they find where to discharge. If you make your body where to discharge, it will discharge you after some time go waka. That's just the way it is. So majority of young girls, they let their emotions rule them. So because the line between lust and love is very tiny, if you are not focused in life, you might not know it. The beauty and what you need to know before I talk about the beauty, love does not take advantage. Somebody who loves you won't take advantage of you. And again, the value of a lady is discovering her purpose. A woman without purpose will end up becoming the property of a man. There's a difference between being a property of a man and being under a man. Is as for the result, the reasons for administrative purposes. That is why God said the man is the head of the home. Not as in success, as in achieving things. You and your husband can achieve success in the same way. Ukonjo-Iweala is there now. Is she not a married woman? Is she not under a man? Yes. But the difference is clear. But let's go back to the context of it all. Look, if you don't have purpose in life, you will not know whether a guy loves you or a guy does not love you. You might take all these things I've just said now, attention, calls, sex, attractions and all that. You might take them for love. But those are not the real things of love. The real deep matters of love is that call that the guy is calling you from morning till the evening, that call that is calling you, what is the content of the call? The content of the call will tell whether the guy loves you or not. Because a guy can call you from morning till in the evening and he does not really love you. A guy can be talking more about sex, more about how I will show you, how I will do this and all that. It might not really show that he loves you. So if you can't check the content of the cause very well, if the content are not going to help you, if it's not talking about tomorrow, how you're going to spend your life together, the things that you need to do and all that, if that is not what you are discussing in a guy calling you from morning to evening, look, it will end up, it's just normal. When he's done, when he don't belly full, after he don't make love tire, he go find his own level. That is why you can see a girl of 20 years, he don't date like 15 boys. 15 boys that have not done anything for her apart from eyelashes, cream, human hair and all that, and you see them crying. Majority of young girls today now, they are heartbroken. Why? Because they don't check these things I just said now. That the guy is calling you, that the guy is giving you attention. It's not enough that he loves you. You need to sit. There are many guys now, the only thing they do is just discuss with the girl. Just say, ah, man, girl, you're looking sexy. Go to beer parlor, drink. After drinking, go and make love. After that, next thing, what discussion again? You watched that thing yesterday, yes. That thing and a fire on a dead. Is that what you want? You want to be watching film all your life? Or you just go from party to party? No, that is not it. Because when you move from party to party, party after party, party after party, without plan for your life, it will end up with leisure after leisure after leisure after leisure. If you understand my dialect, which is a robot. So I'm just taking our time to just tell you, be cautious about life. Be focused about life. Know what you want. When the guy comes to meet you, because you know what you want, you will be careful to know what to do and how to present your body as a way of paying. Ladies, you can, whatever a guy can give to you, you can get it yourself. Not be two head, 9 man get. You can buy things for yourself. You can do all these things for yourself. When the guy comes, he will respect you for that. It's only in the part of this Africa or that the woman will be depending on man. Step up. Go to abroad. See what women are doing. Women are doing big things. All this moving around with how to look good and how to look that. Life has moved past that. Life has moved past that. You don't need a man to buy you a car. You don't need a man to. I will see a young girl talking, say, man, I just want to marry now so that one man will just carry on my problem. You become a liability. That man will treat you anyhow. But if you can take care of yourself, when the man comes, no matter the attention, you will define it. No matter the cause, you will define it. You know what you want. And by that, you will not be taken for nonsense. No matter if the guy calls you and is having sex with you, sex is not love. Okay? Let me stop here. Maybe some other time I will throw more light on this, but I just hope he blesses you. Once again, my name is Pastor St. Kevin. God bless you and good night.